As many countries around the globe roll out their vaccination plans for the CCP virus, the Chinese Communist regime wants to put on another political show to take the lead. The regime's major mouthpiece, the Global Times, ran an editorial on January the 27th claiming that China will strive to become the world's #1 in vaccination speed. Chinese citizens revealed to the Epoch Times that mandatory vaccination is required for certain groups of people, and they believe mass vaccination is treated as a project to improve China's image.
I know of a young guy who is a vendor in a farmer's market near my home. I often buy food from him and ask him to deliver to my address. He told me that every vendor and employee in the market has to take the vaccine. Otherwise, the farmer's market will kick them out. This policy, take the vaccine or lose your job, is also applied to several other professions. A friend of mine told me that employees at the airport are required to take the vaccine as well. Those who refuse are ordered to go home and their salaries will be greatly reduced.
Ms. Xiao, a Shanghai resident, learned from a friend that medical professionals are also subjected to mandatory vaccination.
Doctors and nurses must get vaccinated, as well as the admin staff in hospitals. It is mandatory. Even if some people are reluctant, they have to obey the orders from above. They will be dismissed or fired if they refuse. In this country, where can you go and what can you do if you try to reason with their authorities? They don't even bother to comply with the law. How can you expect to reason with them?
A recent survey targeting medical professionals in Shanghai revealed that more than 50% rejected the vaccination plan. For instance, in Shanghai Ritzi Women and Children's Hospital, of the 135 people surveyed, only 33 were willing to receive vaccination. In the Shanghai Dermatology Hospital, of the 735 surveyed participants, only 124 people, less than a fifth, were willing to get the vaccination. At the end of last year, when the Chinese-made vaccines were still at their experimental stage, Chinese authorities vaccinated over 1 million medical staff and high-risk groups by granting these vaccines the so-called emergency use permits. At the time, the effectiveness and safety of China's domestic vaccines were both unknown.
Many have already received the vaccination. Even if there are side effects, no one dares to speak out. Whoever reveals the side effects will be arrested and threatened. Now the authorities won't tell us exactly how many have been inoculated. They simply claim that their vaccines are 100% effective.
Chinese health regulators gave conditional approval to Sinopharm's vaccine on December the 30th. It was then immediately used for mass inoculation in China. However, on January the 5th, Chinese vaccine expert Tao Lina posted an article on Weibo, a Twitter-like platform, saying that Sinopharm's inactivated vaccine has as many as 73 side effects, making it the most unsafe vaccine in the world. Sinovac is another Chinese state company that has developed a COVID-19 vaccine. Its overall effectiveness is only 50.4%, barely passing the WHO's threshold, which is 50%. The CCP's central and local governments have adopted numerous mandatory measures for pandemic control, such as mandatory vaccination and mandatory nucleic acid testing for the target groups. Residents in risk areas were even forcibly transferred to unknown locations for mass quarantine.
Of course, everyone must wear a mask. We have to wear a mask when we go shopping or ride a bus. If you try to get onto a bus without a mask, they will call the 110 emergency line and the police will come to arrest you.
According to a government report submitted by a Jing'an District Health Commission of Shanghai on January the 8th, the district surveyed 113,000 people in their jurisdiction, and only 21.2% of residents were willing to receive vaccination. Among the 12,479 people who have received 2 doses of the vaccine so far, 17 cases of adverse reactions have been reported, including 5 cases of serious adverse reactions. This result has debunked the Chinese authorities' claim that the occurrence of severe adverse reactions is less than 1 in a million. Due to the new restrictions on social media, our channel may be affected. If you'd like to stay tuned to our channel and receive notifications and updates, please provide us with your email by clicking the link below. Thank you for your support.